This week for our stand-up, we're going to be going over the fall and upkick drill. First thing we're going to look at is it's just the break fall. So it's going to be a scenario where you're either getting pushed down or you get kind of sucker punch, something like that. Your partner's not going to be sucker punching you; he's just going to be tapping you on the shoulder. So what I want you to do is, as you're getting tapped on the shoulders here, boom, we're break falling down to the mats. First thing that I have to do is I have to control space. Okay? If I'm not able to do that, he can get close. It's a bad situation. So immediately as I'm falling down to break down, feet are finding hips. Okay? Doesn't matter what it is. In a real street fight, I would be kicking whatever I could. I would be finding space however I could. But this is the control that I want here. Okay? I want to be able to have this control because it allows me, if I need to like follow with him. So if he's like starting to circle around, something like that, I can follow with him, right? If he starts to go the other way, boom, I can follow with him here. But what I can do is I can keep the space here and I can go along with him. Now the other benefit is if he's trying to punch me, he doesn't have the space to do it, right? Which is very nice. I keep him away, right? But if he is folding forward here, I can start to load up for up kicks. Now how we're going to practice this is your partner's going to be holding his hands out. He's going to be a little bit closer, boom, here, right about that head height where you would be if you were coming down for like a punch. So what I'm going to do is practice those kicks. I'm going to be loading up. So I lift my hips up off the mat. I'm pushing off the hip, lifting my hips up, loading up the leg. I'm kicking with the heel. Don't kick with the toes. It's not as strong. You probably still hurt, but it's not as strong. Up kick, boom, switch, up kick. Boom, switch, up kick. From there, what your partner's going to do is he's going to mimic getting kicked in the face and he backs up. From here, if I sit up, I'm still too close, right? Boom, he can hit me. So after I do those kicks up, from there, I'm just kicking the closest thing that's to me. It's going to be the knee, right? Shin, boom, wherever I can get to. But I'm going to be kicking 1, 2, 3, till he starts to back up. Now from this point, as I start to get up, I need to be conscious of something. I need to be conscious of where the kick would come from. Because again, he's too far away for a punch, but I'm not too far away for a kick. So I want to set up what's called my wall here, okay? So this knee is going to be pointing up, elbow finds the knee, hand finds the back of the head, and I want to be able to see my partner, okay? So if he is going to kick, it's going to hurt, boom, but I can withstand it. Now, from here, close the foot down to the mat. Lift up my hips. One more kick. Boom to get him back. As soon as he's out of kick range there, get up in base, hands up, and then it'll be our partner's turn. So the drill will be very simple. As soon as I get up, then he's going to cross his arms. Boom. I tap him on the shoulders. We find ourselves in this exact same drill. He's going to up kick. Boom. 1, 2, 3. I scoot back. 1, 2, 3. Boom, he starts to get up. Notice he's making the shield to the wall, pointing to my back leg. One more kick, I scoot back, hands up, comes back over to me. That's it for this week. All right guys, this week we're going to be going over the Pendulum series and then working in the Draculino bomb. First thing I'm going to do for that Pendulum series is I want to control the sleeve here. Can't have that hand posted on the mat. I need to have the arm on my body. How I usually set it up, I try to set up my grip pretty subtle. Just grab. Like I'm just trying to find a grip somewhere. Now, my other arm needs to go ahead and it needs to swim under the leg. Now, sometimes it's going to be down here like this, okay, where I can't swim underneath. Here, turn to the side so you can see. Here, like this. There's no way I can get my hand in there. So what I need to do is I need to actually like bump them up a bit. So what I try to do is I try to crunch them in with my legs here. So I go ahead and crunch them in with my legs here. Usually I can like lift up this arm a little bit, so I lift up the hand a little bit, crunch them with my legs, and I find right there. Now, from this point, I can set up all the stuff that I want to set up. But basic pendulum motion is all going to be the same. So what I want to do from here is, I'm going to open up my guard, my leg is going to swing out as I pull my head down. My other leg is going to slide up the back here. Here. Then what I want to do is I want my hips to go high. As my hips go high, the back of my knee is going to go over the back of his neck. So I go high hips, back knee over the back of the head here. From this point, I've got a very strong arm bar. Yeah, I can just keep this grip like this, or I can go right to here, okay? I can finish the arm bar here, or I can sweep finish here. These are all great. Now, partners try to defend this a lot. So how they defend it, a lot of different ways. We're just gonna look at when they're defending, when you still have control of the arm. Sometimes you have to counter when they lose their grip, but this week we're just gonna go over the sweep when they just try to move their weight. So a lot of times as I start to go for this position here, his head follows. Now, I can't have the arm bar. My leg can't go over his head. But what I do have is I do have this, like, he's so loaded up, he has no base, and I have his arm. So then from here, I want to go ahead, keep that motion there. Imagine my shoelaces are tied together. Then from there, I'm going to close the switchblade, lift up, and I get up to the top of the mount. Last thing we're going to look at is that Draculino bump. I think that's really cool. Works for gi, no gi. I control the wrist here. Other arm is going to reach over. I grab the back of his tricep here. With gi, with no gi, all the same. From here, open up my guard. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hip out here. Foot goes into the hip here. What I'm going to do is I want to work and get this arm across my body. I want to come up and over, grabbing the back of his lat, swimming my other arm underneath the leg here. This is a very similar motion to the pendulum. Notice how almost all the components are the same. I'm going to work under him. He's going to have no base. His arm is out of the way. He has nothing to post with. So I can sweep on, I can kind of scoot under just a little bit to get the position. But all I'm going to do is that same motion with my legs. You can do a basic flower sweep. That kind of felt comfortable, but definitely the pendulum motion is going to work the same. Here, from this point, you're in great position for whatever you want to do. So that's what we're going to be going over this week. Those three things should be pretty strong. And I think that's going to be a pretty solid week. Thanks, guys.